Hi friends, I welcome you to the next video. Now we are going to learn about posting of journal entries into ledger accounts. This process is called as classification. So the process of posting the journal entries. Where am I going to post? I'm going to post in a book called as the ledger. So the process of posting the journal entries in ledger is called as classification. So earlier we have learned how to record journal entries. So the process of writing down journal entries in the journal was called as recording. Now the same journal entries, when they are posted in the ledger, that process is called as classification. So writing down journal entries is called as recording and posting them in the ledger is called as classification. Now we'll see one journal entry and we'll learn how to post it in the ledger accounts. Let us say the first journal entry we have is on 1st January 2020, cash account debit to capital account rupees 10 lakhs. This is the journal entry before us, and let us say we have the LF column here also in page number 1 and in page number 10. Now this is the date column, this is particulars, this is LF number column, this is debit amount, and this is the credit amount. Okay, now how do I post this journal entry in the ledger accounts? So what this journal entry is telling us is we have to go to the cash account on the debit side, which is there in page number 1 of the ledger, debit cash account by 10 lakhs. And the same entry is telling us that we have to go to capital account, which is there in page number 10 of the ledger folio, and credit by 10 lakhs rupees. So how do I post it? I go to a book called as the ledger. In this book there are several pages. One of the pages is marked as cash account. This page is there at page number 1 of the ledger. It has two sides, debit side and credit side. Again I have some columns here, date column, particulars, JF number, rupees. Similarly date, particulars, JF number and rupees. I will open one more account because for posting this entry I need two accounts. This is my capital account, debit, credit. I have again the same columns, date column, particulars, JF number, rupees, date, particulars, JF number, rupees. No. This cash account is in page number 1 of the ledger, and this capital account is in page number 10 of the JF, in the page number 10 of the ledger account, ledger. Okay, so how do I post this entry now? In olden days, when we wrote a journal entry, we used the prefix by for debits and to for credits. So how do we record this journal entry in the, how do we post this journal entry in the ledger? I need to go to cash account. I will write date here, 1st January 20, to capital here. In JF number column I'll write, let us say this is recorded in, this entry was recorded in the page number 1 of the JF. So what I'll do is I'll write here the page number of the journal folio, page number 1, rupees 10 lakhs. So I have posted the debit aspect of this journal entry. Now I have to post the credit aspect of this journal entry. I'll go to capital account. Here, see, we in the entry itself we are writing go to page number 10 of the LF. So we go to page number 10 of the LF. This is the page number 10 of the LF. In the capital account, I'll write the date 1st January 20 by cash. Again, this is page number 1 of the journal folio. That means it is the page where the entry is recorded in the journal. So we are giving a cross linking, rupees 10 lakhs. So this is how we post the journal entry in the ledger account. I'll give you a linkage here. This is how I post the debit entry and the credit entry. We give a linkage between this and this. So this is what the process of posting is. Okay, I'll take up one more journal entry for the sake of understanding. Let us say on 2nd January 2020, I write a journal entry, bank account debit. Let us say it is in 15th page of the LF. I'll use the prefix by here to capital account, which is there in page number 10 of the LF, rupees 5 lakhs. This is the date column of the JF, particulars, LF number, debit and credit. How do I record this? How do I post this in the ledger? If you observe, our ledger is already having two accounts, the cash account and the capital account. Now I need one more account called as the bank account. So I'll open the bank account. Debit side, credit side, bank account. I'll start here, date, particulars, JF number, rupees, date, particulars, JF number, rupees. So now how do I post this entry? This entry is telling us that we have to go to the bank account and debit side we have to write 5 lakhs. So I'll write debit side 5 lakhs and we should write here 2 capital. So whatever is there in the opposite of the debit, that is the credit side, we'll write here that 2 capital 5 lakh rupees. Date is 2nd January 2020. Let us say this was there in page number 15. So what this entry is telling us is go to bank account debit side. It is there in 15th page of the LF. So we gone to 15th page of the LF. We found the ledger account there, and there we are writing the amount 5 lakhs. We are writing 2 capital here 2nd January 20 and JF number. Now let us say this entry was recorded in the second page of the JF. So I'll write here second page. So I'm giving a cross link. So if I go to the ledger, I should get a link where it is recorded in the JF. If I go to the general folio, that is the journal, I should know where it is posted in the ledger. So in the ledger, we have a link towards the journal, and in the journal, we have a link towards the ledger. Now, where do I record the credit aspect? I have to record it in the capital account, in the credit side 5 lakhs. I already have the capital account. I will not open a new capital account again. 2nd January 2020, I'll write here by bank. Capital is in the credit side, opposite of that is debit, and in debit we have written by bank, so that has to be written here by bank. Again, this is recorded in the second page of the JF, that is why I have given number 2 here, rupees 5 lakhs. So this is how I post my journal entry into ledger. I'll show you one more example, then we'll stop. 3rd January 2020. Cash deposited into bank. Let us say we have passed an entry, bank account debit. I'll use the prefix by to cash. Even if you don't use the prefix by, it doesn't matter, but in olden days they used to do it, and it becomes easy when we are recording it in the when we are posting it into the ledger. Let us say 3 lakh rupees. We have deposited 3 lakh rupees into the bank account. Now, how do I post this? Let us say we are giving the folio numbers also, the LF folio number, date, particulars, debit, credit. Now, how do I record this? How do I post this in the ledger? I think if you observe, we already have opened the bank account and the cash account in the ledger. We already have the cash account here, and we also have the bank account here, which we already opened. So I have to go to the bank account. Debit side, I have to write 3 lakhs. Bank account, debit side, I have to write 3 lakhs. So how do I write it? I'll go to bank account. Debit side, I have to write 3 lakhs. In the journal entry, opposite to the debit, opposite to bank, the credit aspect was to cash. So I'll write here to cash. Let us say this was recorded in the 3rd page of the general folio. So I'll record the page number of the JF where this entry, journal entry, can be found relating to this posting. So I'll write the date here, 3rd January 20, to cash 3 lakhs. So I've completed the debit aspect of the entry. Now I have to go to cash account. I'll write in the date column 3rd January 20. I'll write here by bank JF number 3, rupees 3 lakhs. So this is how I post the journal entries in the ledger. I'll show you some more postings in the future lectures.